Hi, welcome in unprecedented times. Well, for a lot of us today and this week, we're moving into more extreme versions of social distancing, and a lot of us are now working from home or we've got kids at home from school. But particularly around the working from home aspect of social distancing, what does that actually mean? Well, one of the things that happens when we go to that and effectively working remotely, which means we haven't got people together physically together. So what's the impact of that, and what does that then mean for you as a peer and as a leader? Well, one of the things for all of us as human beings is we thrive. Most of our best communication happens with those that we are physically close to. There's a thing called proximity in psychology terms, which is a great enhancer of relationships and communication, meaning we tend to have better relationships and more effective communication with those that we're physically seeing on a day-to-day basis. But one of the things that can happen, well, pretty much for you as a leader, there's two things in terms of where this could go. One is we could allow that lack of proximity in terms of working remotely to be a trigger for isolation, or we could go down the other path where this could actually be an amazing opportunity to increase the level of connection. So while there may be physical connectivity issues, there can actually be greater emotional connection things that can come out of this. So what does it actually mean for you? Well, first of all, one of the things that happens when you lose proximity and people working remotely is we can't be complacent in our communication. So we haven't got the benefit of them being there. So what that means is we're going to need to be more purposeful in our communication. And being more purposeful means that communication can be more meaningful. So it's a great opportunity to be better at the way we communicate overall. When people are on their own, we can feel isolated. And that's one of the things that can impact a lot of other aspects of mental health issues. It can even impact productivity. When we're not physically around people, it can sort of have an impact of whether we feel that we belong. So some really important things to do if you've got a team now working remotely. Set your platforms up really, really quickly. Get all your chat groups up really, really fast. So set up some new ones that probably don't exist, and make sure that everybody's part of those. Often what happens when we've got a physical workspace is there are some people that are in the workspace and some people that aren't. So the reality is up until now, a lot of people probably have felt excluded from those who are physically together. Now we're all in the same boat, so we're going to bring them all together into the same platforms, into the same chat groups. Lots of consistent check-ins. That's going to be key. Reach out as often as you can for lots of small touch points, lots of messages, how you going, thinking of you, how you going here, just checking in, how are you feeling, how you going with this, do you need any support? Lots and lots of little check-ins is going to be key. Have your chat groups really visible. Now, a lot of you, this is pretty normal. You'll do it anyway with the tools that you use, but try to have a lot of your open chat groups visible so people kind of can jump in and out as they need all day. And even just by being able to monitor the activity, it can create a little bit of a feeling that I'm still in an open conversation, as I would be for those that are used to working in an office or a site environment. The last thing is be really, really mindful of the way you structure your messages. Start with care in every one of them. Things like emojis are actually really, really helpful in times like this, because we need to be really, really focused on making sure that people understand the intent of what my message is and making sure that that care and positive frame up is part of all of them. So just being really, really mindful of the way you are actually communicating when you're doing it in a digital sense. Jump on video or FaceTime or face calls any chance you can. So all of a sudden we get that. And you'll find that those conversations, when they're more deliberate and purposeful, will probably end up being more valuable and effective than some of the ad hoc face-to-face conversations you have around the office. Whilst we're more separated right now, that doesn't need to mean we're going to be more isolated. Now is an opportunity, in fact, the first time in history that we can use physical separation as a way to deepen our connections. We wish you all the best. We're all in this together.